a recurring story for the past fortnight, hasn't it? More disruptive rains expected today in parts of Mpumalanga. Over the past week or so, large parts of the country have been battered by heavy downpours. 4 people have already lost their lives and search and rescue operations are underway. eNCA's Linda Kotli-Kulu joins us live now from Kanyamazane in Mpumalanga. So what are you seeing this afternoon?
Well, Jeremy, it's a very hot day today, despite the fact that there was an expectation that there would be more of those heavy rains in this part of Mpumalanga. But what we are seeing today is that residents have taken advantage of the fact that it's not raining today or it's not raining yet. And they've, in fact, conducted their very own rescue search operations. We've been following them as we moved down this particular stream, in fact, towards the N4, where it meets a bigger river, the Crocodile River, as they call it in these areas. But we came back here after a long search, not finding or sighting anything along the river banks. But what you are seeing now is the second phase of those efforts to try and locate one man that we understand was swept away by floods on Sunday. So it's essentially been 4 days. The search is still continuing. Residents have tried, in fact, to call upon those who can help. And as you can see, that particular tractor is one of the methods in which they are trying to locate this particular man that is missing. And that heap of soil you are seeing is, in fact, what this tractor has been doing for about an hour or so, trying to comb through the river banks of this particular area where the man was swept off. They, in fact, are suspecting that while many people have been found near the N12, near the N4, that is there towards the Libombo border here in Mpumalanga, they suspect that he might be caught up in some of the debris here. And that is why we are seeing this truck just trying to comb through the scene. And you'll see that some people are trying to direct the truck here, but the house that you are seeing now, that Tebogo is showing you, is where this man was living with his wife. We understand he was with his wife when that happened, and the wife has been stationed here together with community members as well as other family members, just trying to get a sense of whether they will be able to locate the particular person missing. We understand this is a 40-year-old man, and you see those operations still continuing. This bid, of course, is by community members and those that have volunteered with that particular truck to try and help them get some sense of closure, get some sense of the fact that there is still a continuation of looking for him while the rains have still subsided.
That process, of course, is absolutely critical, but we're also pointing to the possibility of more rain this afternoon. That is unfortunate. What sort of official precautions are being implemented?
Well, the authorities have warned, in fact, particularly the COGTA, the provincial COGTA office has said that they are warning people to just move away from the river banks. They did say that this is an illegal occupation and that people aren't even supposed to be here. But because of land invasions that were as a form of advantage, taking advantage of the level 5 lockdown and many people moving into such areas, they're saying that it's something that they couldn't do, which is to evict people during that time. But they are here now. They've built brick structures. So they are saying that to those that are still not affected at this stage, when there are those warnings of heavy rains, they must then move to higher ground. But at this stage, the rescue and search operations, rescue operations that are taking place here are the ones that are prioritized. Many people, divers, official divers as well, have been moving upstream there on the N4 to ensure that they locate some of the missing people. We understand that the number of missing people is still very much high, but the ones that were found, unfortunately, most of them, 4 of them confirmed to have died.
All right. In Mpumalanga for lunchtime, reporter Linda Kotli-Kulu.